Hello, welcome back to Lee's Tech Room, and today's video is all about this video doorbell from Aosu, Aosu. It's a 5 megapixel camera. It's got WDR, and I believe that's the bigger video, so you can see the image on the floor and wider as well. It's got 3D motion detection and 2 months loop recording, which is, I think, pretty cool. So it's a nice little package. So we're just going to crack on and open it up today, and then we're going to do some installation process and see what it's like. So let's get in there and have a look, shall we? So first of all, we open it up, get that bucket open, put it over there so I don't want to hurt myself. And get that over there. Okay, so we've got everything's cardboard so far, which is good. That's what we want to see. Get there, there we go, we're in. All right, so that's pretty cool. I like that, that's quite interesting. Never miss a visitor, nice. Okay, so we've got a little tag. All right, so there's the paperwork inside there, I guess. What have we got here? So we got screwing holes, that's a good idea, so you can see where to put the holes in. And we've got another sticker, and then there's the instructions, excellent. Okay, oh wow, it's actually a really big doorbell. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Okay, let's take all that out. What have we got in here? This is that the chime? Right, let's just get everything out and then we can see what we got. Okay, so we got USB to USB-C. I assume that's to charge it or power it. There's the screws and wall plugs to screw into the wall, and there's a pin for something, and then there's some more extension wires and wire nuts optional. Okay. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So that's why it says lock and open on the front head, because we have to do this. There we go. So now that's the chimer. So that plugs into wherever you want to plug it into, and it syncs to it, and we're good to go. Oh, that's just coming off straight away. Let's get rid of that. Wow, that's quite a large unit. Do you know what? That's pretty big. And it comes with the screwdriver. Excellent. A branded screwdriver. Wow, that's really cool. So you got 2 backings. There's touching pinhole. Get rid of that. So there's a normal back where you want to put it straight onto a flat wall, or if you want to angle it, either way, and it will angle. So far looks really good. Everything that you need is involved in there. It's quite a heavy unit, and you've got the camera on the top there, and you've got everything that you need on there, and we've got on the bottom here that we've got the USB-C. There we go, the USB-C there. I assume that's for charging. Oh, we've got an SD card, is there? Nope, not sure what that is. What I need to do is go in and have a look at the instructions, do some testing, and then I'm going to get right back to you and show you how to set it up and what it's like. See you in a sec.
Please scan the QR code on the device or home base. Please use the device to scan the QR code on your phone until the device emits a tone.
On the app, you can do several things. You can snooze it for a certain amount of time so you don't get any notifications, which is quite handy if you don't want to keep receiving notifications if somebody keeps walking on your grass, for example. Or you can go to the events and you can go to the recent events that have happened throughout the day, and you can click back and go through different days as well if you want to. And I'll close that one again, and we go back. And then we go to settings. There's lots of different types of settings you can go to. You can change the motion detection, notification settings, video quality. You can change the chime settings as well. And you can put it onto your Amazon or Google. And you can see some other things there as well. We go back and then we go on to the camera itself. And we can view what's actually happening right outside now. You see on the right hand side of the screen here, it's a bit shiny. It's because it's infrared is shining off the white wall on the side of the wall there, so it's a little bit of annoying. So I think I might tape over that to make it black so it's not so shiny. So you can press this little square button at the bottom there and make it widescreen, and then press back and then go back again, and you can actually zoom in as well, which is really good. It's a very good zoom. I'm not going to zoom into somebody's window. I can zoom into that bin. So, you know, it's pretty good zoom, and you can move all the way around as well. And yeah, very good zoom. Really happy with that. And you can change to the quality to SD, UHD, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. And you can physically record there as well. So I turn that one off and take a picture. Oh, and then there's the sound button as well. Press the talk button, you can talk to the outside world, and then you can change the tone into Uncle and Clown, which sounds a bit strange. Auto reply, you've got some different things here, so you can press hello, can I help you, and some other ones, but I won't do that because it sounds really loud, so I won't do that one right now. But that's pretty much the app, and oh wow, what's that? Is that a butterfly or something? Wow, it picked that up quite nicely. So that's the app, and yeah, really good app actually. Really well done. So you can see my phone here. We're just going to see how quickly the doorbell goes into time. So we can see it's approaching. Now the door. There we go. There's some detection there. Let's have a look at how quickly it appears on the screen when we press the doorbell. There, that quick. Pretty good. Let's have a look at how quickly it appears on the screen when we press the doorbell. There, that quick. Pretty good.
Hiya mate. So Lee Boss. This one here, yeah? Oh, cheers. Hello. So this is what it looks like at night, and this is what you get from the delay.
Okay, so in summary, yes, brilliant doorbell camera. I do really like it. There is just a couple of issues which I will go into in a minute. But first of all, a couple of good things. It comes with everything that you need to connect wirelessly or wired, which is absolutely amazing. So I've chose to use it wirelessly because, well, the main reason is because I'm in a rented accommodation, so I can't be screwing any holes in. I can't be changing the doorbells. So what I've done is stick about plastic on the back, lobbed it onto the wall, and which is okay because it has an anti-theft alarm on it. So if somebody takes it off, the alarm's going to go off, and it's pretty much useless anyway without the doorbell ringer anyway, unless someone's got one of those. But I don't really think it's gonna work. But yes, so you can connect it wirelessly or wired, which is absolutely amazing. It's a game changer as well, because when you go away, if somebody rings on the doorbell, you can tell them what's going on. And if you've got lots of parcels, like I did a while ago, while I was away, I had several parcels each day. I was able to tell them where to put it, which was absolutely amazing. So I didn't miss any parcels at all, which is absolutely amazing. The picture quality is good. However, there is a HDR version. Press HDR on the app. It doesn't seem to make any difference. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So there's just one picture quality really, but it's good. It's a really good picture quality. One of the problems is that when you're talking to somebody, there is a slight delay, which is a little bit annoying. I hope that in the future we can find a way to get rid of that, some sort of anti-latency sort of thing. Maybe there is, and I've missed it. I've had a look everywhere, but if anybody does know, let me know in the comments, because I really, really want to sort that out. But other than that, you can use the app for storing your data on there, storing your footage. Nothing gets recorded as normal, but you can go into the nothing gets recorded on your phone, but you can go into the events and you can see what has been recorded really. So it does get recorded onto the cloud somehow. Not sure exactly how that works, because I'm wondering now how that is, because you have to download it to be onto your device. So it must be saving on the cloud, but it's absolutely free. There's I haven't paid anything, and everything seems to be working okay. It's actually really good for that. I really, really do like that. So the main thing for me is that the delay when you're talking to them does get a little bit annoying. But you know, if it's just a parcel delivery or someone just popping in, then it doesn't take any time at all just to say we're not in or whatever. But yeah, not a problem. I just wish that it was sorted out for a later date. So that's it really. That's all I have to say on it. I really do like it. So if you are interested in getting one of these, then I do recommend it, as long as you can put up with the slight delay and the picture quality not being HDR, but saying it is. But it does look good. It's absolutely fine. And even the night vision does look good as well. That's actually really, really good for night vision. Okay, so that's pretty much it for me. Just a quick note to say thanks for tuning in, and thanks if you are still here. Then give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and then don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I've been Lee's Tech Room. See you later, bye.